Ethan had always loved his quiet neighborhood. His home was more than bricks and wood. It was where his children took their first steps, where his late wife had planted a rose garden that still bloomed every spring. But living there came with one constant annoyance. The HOA president, Karen. Known for her sharp voice and endless complaints, she nitpicked every detail. Grass too long, curtains the wrong shade, even children laughing too loudly. Ethan tolerated it, believing peace was worth more than petty arguments. He never expected her grudge to grow into something darker. Karen's obsession with control worsened when Ethan refused her demand to repaint his house in the approved shade of beige. He explained it had just been painted, but she didn't care. Soon, Ethan received fine after fine. Letters piling up, threats escalating. Neighbors whispered that Karen had made him her personal target. While others tried to avoid her wrath, Ethan refused to bend, and that resistance only fueled her anger. One late evening, Ethan awoke to the smell of smoke. Within minutes, flames engulfed his home. He rushed out barefoot, clutching only his phone. The fire spread too fast. His memories, photos, and everything he owned turned to ash before firefighters could arrive. Neighbors stood outside in shock, but one face was missing: Karen's. While investigators sifted through the ruins, whispers grew louder. Ethan's suspicion turned into certainty. Someone had set the fire on purpose. The fire marshal's report confirmed it: arson. Ethan's heart sank, but he refused to let grief consume him. He stayed with his brother and worked closely with detectives. Slowly, evidence emerged. Surveillance footage from a neighbor's door camera showed a familiar figure near Ethan's yard that night. Karen's car. The one person who had hated his house enough to destroy it. Ethan's sorrow transformed into determination. The case moved quickly. Detectives gathered proof. Gasoline traces, phone records, and even Karen's own angry letters threatening Ethan. When prosecutors prepared charges, Ethan received unexpected news. He wouldn't just be sitting in the gallery. He was to serve as a key witness. His quiet strength, his detailed memory of her harassment, and the paper trail she left behind would tie everything together. The next week, Ethan walked into the courtroom and froze. There she was, Karen, the same woman who once scolded him over mailbox paint, now standing accused of burning his house to the ground. The jury listened as Ethan calmly described years of harassment, the fire's devastation, and the evidence pointing to her. Karen, who once lorded over the neighborhood with threats and fines, now sat powerless, her voice trembling. The irony wasn't lost on Ethan. She had tried to destroy him, but now she was the one being dismantled piece by piece. The verdict came swiftly: guilty. Karen faced years behind bars and financial restitution for the damage she caused. As Ethan left the courtroom, neighbors approached him, offering apologies for not standing by him sooner. Though he had lost his home, he hadn't lost his spirit. With the settlement, he began rebuilding. Not just a house, but a fresh start free from Karen's shadow. His roses would bloom again, and this time, no HOA rule or tyrant could ever take them away.